Hello, how are you? Yeah, it's good to be back. I've been on a hiatus drinking all these energy drinks, getting pumped up. And I'm over here at the beach. It's pretty calm, but I'm so crazy. Yeah, I can never wind down. So even though I'm at the beach, these nice, lovely beach houses over here on the shore, I'm still all fired up about Batman. Yeah, so I chose this comic today because they're giving a lot of shit to the gay actress that's playing Batwoman. Of course, Batwoman's gay, but I guess she's not gay enough. So that's like kind of saying, if you're a guy, but you're not guy enough, I don't know. But as you can see, Batman, he looks like he's holding in a fart. Or maybe he just farted, and then Nightwing, he's like, what the fuck did you eat? Did you go to Chipotle? Chipotle, sometimes they have the E. coli poisoning. And that's why it's called Night of the Monster Man, Part 1. So they're laying down and they're talking about this storm that's coming in. Probably because, climate change. The climate changes, it goes hot, it goes cold. And then I blow some shit up and then no one talks about it anymore. And then Batwoman, they're talking about how they need some help. And Batman's like, I'm Batman. I know we have the same taste in women, but you can't be telling me what to do. Because my moral standards are higher, because I use batarangs and you use firearms. And so they bring in Dick Grayson. Not like Dick and Balls, but Dick Grayson. And he's like, oh, what about Red Robin? Red Robin, I believe that's Tim Drake. Tim Drake's Robin. And then we have the Orphan. He's working out. He's getting pumped up. I love it. You have to stay in shape. He presses a button and then this weird ass creature just starts mobilizing. Gordon sings all the shit that's happening. So Gordon, he's like, I wonder what Batman's gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm taking a puff. I'm gonna take a puff of this Cuban right here. I'm gonna read this comic. That's what I'm gonna do. Spoiler: Orphan, Clayface, Batwoman training paying off. So they mobilize Clayface so that they can help them in the Orphan, which I don't know who the fuck the Orphan is. Batman's the Orphan. He's an orphan. Everyone's an orphan. Okay. And so here's another cool thing. Doomsday's attacking. Batman's like, I've got this. I'm gonna hand him a Snickers bar. He's like, you get really cranky when you're hungry. Turns out it's Wonder Woman, because women always get crazy when they're hungry and they get angry. Yeah. And so Batman, he says, Clayface, you need the help. You turn yourself into a bunch of cops and absorb the water or something. Turn into clay, your bullshit powers. And then all of a sudden, before they can even help the natural disaster, this weird ass fucking creature that looks like Akira, whenever Akira starts mobilizing, he comes running out. Listen to the footsteps, whatever it is. So the footsteps probably sound like, the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. And he's tearing shit up like they're gonna try and stop the storm, and now they've got the monster. And so Batman, of course, what's he gonna do? He hops in his jet. He's going to take off. He takes off right for this thing, and whack! He takes out the jet. And of course there's damage to the terminal. And then Kevin Smith pops up with All-Star. This is weird. This is a weird combination. Usually I see Jay over there next to Silent Bob, but then we've got Smash Mouth. Weird. Yeah, so then all of a sudden it turns into a backpack. I guess Batman's machines, they just blow up and they turn into something else. It's very good for the environment, because we don't waste. In Batman the Dark Knight, his Batmobile turns into a motorcycle and he takes off, and now he's got a jetpack. So now he's flying around and he's going to stop this guy. It looks like he dumps a bunch of fuel on him. And then he's going to send the... Yeah, and then he sends the jetpack and he explodes. It explodes, self-destruct. Boom! Sets his ass on fire. Yeah, and then Batman glides out of there like a champ because he's Batman. Oh, Batman Beyond. Yeah. And so all the clay people, they're getting people to safety. And then this lady's helping. They're teasing another character. It's Unreal, who has all the resources for something like this. They don't know who built it. Looks like they're doing some investigation back at the lab. Batman takes a sample. He sends it back to Alfred, and it looks like Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is over there with Alfred. He's like, I should have brought you flowers. After hours. I like Bruno Mars. What can I say? And so it pulls up an old security camera about the scientist who made this. And it turns out he may have made some other monsters. And so you bet Batman's going to get to the bottom of this. Especially since his 3D glasses just broke. And he can't see the end of Jason 3 3D. Or whatever he was watching. And so they're like, the man Amanda Waller hired to keep the psycho pirate in check. And so this ties in Amanda Waller, who assembled the Suicide Squad and Margot Robbie, which is a great choice. I mean, if I'm going to assemble a Suicide Squad, I'm going to have a fine blonde woman on my team that doesn't mind crack being smoked out of her butt. And so now they're running from something else, and they're gonna fight something else. Whoa, this thing looks like a griffin. That's crazy. So I don't know how they're gonna fight this, because it's pretty crazy. And there's a picture of Constantine and some iZombie. Whatever. Well, I'm enjoying my time out here. I hope you enjoyed Comics with Arnold. And thank you, Rebel Radio, for doing The Running Man. Now I do not have to kill you. And I look forward to your next episode of one of my movies. You just go to the rebelradiopodcast.com. Just go there and do it.